Sometimes the friendship needs to stay outside the door, because when you get out here, you walk through that door, it's time for business.
The program is very challenging. That's what they'll say. This is a challenging program to physically wear you down and to test your mental toughness. And that's exactly what it did.
You gotta help each other. You gotta be good teammates.
On day one, we had a mission to get from the locker room to get the gear to the field. Then we had a mission to set up the gear correctly on the field. Then we did a warm-up, which was very much all about detail and all about leadership and followers.
You win and lose by that little bit.
This program that we did this time was called Combat Mindset, and it was really there to develop our focus through the adversity and keeping your team and your goals right in front of you and not being distracted by outside things.
We started doing these army crawls, and it was just the physicality of it was just not what I was expecting. It was a lot tougher than I was expecting, but it was good. It was good to have that challenge and to see how our teammates dealt with that.
You know, you see different people step up in different ways and the strengths of different players along the way. You know, when we were needing strength, when we were needing somebody to figure things out mentally, when we were able to watch somebody that could go the distance or do the task maybe better than somebody else, we saw different people stepping up at different times, and maybe some of them, you know, were freshmen and they did a great job, and there was a respect that was that was grown throughout for all sorts of different players.
On day two, we were told to meet in the wrestling room at 5 a.m. ready to go. Focus of day two was a combat mindset. So we had one person fighting this leader of the program while everyone else was doing an exercise.
This has to be at 60 RPMs. If it goes below 60, you fail your mission.
People were tired, people were getting gassed, and they had to rely on their teammates to kind of help them get through that. And it was actually very cool for our team to see how everybody can step up in different ways.
For me, getting into the ring with him was very natural. I loved beating up on him, you know, day one he beat up on us, so I was like, hey, this is our chance, I'm gonna get this guy, for all mean little things he said to try to make me mad. I was just yeah, okay, I got you, and it was just fun to be able to help my team with that, because that's something I'm good at that some people aren't as great as doing.
I like the way our team stepped up. I liked the way they really got behind each other, and they figured out the mission. They figured out what they needed to do to win. And at first it didn't seem possible to do, but by the end we were able to see that it was there all along. We just didn't have our mind on the right thing. So it was a great experience, and one that will serve us well throughout the year.
I think we've actually learned that even though that things that we aren't used to, that we can still put on that shield and say, hey, we can do this, and I'm going to do this for my teammates, whether I'm used to it or whether I like it or not.